Shout out to Hustle Incorporated for having me a part of the Humbl Hustlr campaign. My name is Riyahd Jones, the coolest entrepreneur on the planet. I'm 24 years old. I got into entrepreneurship 17 months ago. I played college football at the University of Tennessee, and after I finished up there, I got a shot with the Detroit Lions. Didn't last long at all, got cut, and ended up at home with my parents' twin beds. And I always knew my worth. I knew I was too valuable for a job, so I never settled. So I got started in entrepreneurship and started busting my butt to make it happen. Now, sleeping on the twin bed was not cool at all, so I had to find some money to get off the twin bed, and ultimately it led me, to where I'm at today. And that's how I got started, and that was the biggest, best decision of my life, getting started in entrepreneurship. And I actually get the same feeling that I got in football in business, so I know I'm doing the right thing. So again, I'm a Forex trader. Been trading for the past 6 months. Game changing, because when it comes down to making money, we all know how to make it, but not many people know how to keep it or grow it. So I play a big part in teaching people how to grow money through the largest financial market in the world. What motivates me to start my day? Retiring my mom. Every single day I wake up and I have that picture in my head of what it's gonna look like to retire my mom. This year by her birthday, November 29th. So every single day when I wake up and I'm feeling unmotivated, I feel uninspired, I go back to my why. If you're an entrepreneur out there, you have to have a why that you can lock into, because that why is gonna keep you going. Your why should always be bigger than your why not. And my mom is my why. Right, so it's ultimate, always grinding. Like we were just talking earlier, it's all about what people don't see, because some people saw the work that went into being an entrepreneur. It wouldn't seem all glitzy and glamour. There's been multiple days where I didn't have money, put gas in the tank. I had to go to the dollar menu, eat at McDonald's, but I always locked into the vision of making it happen. And so day to day is always grinding, making phone calls, setting up meetings, constantly trading on my phone just so I can perfect my skills as a trader, so I can constantly go out there and show other people how to do it. So again, going back to the work, everybody isn't fit for the work. Everybody isn't disciplined enough to be an entrepreneur, and discipline is the foundational key of all success. So if you can find discipline and belief in yourself, you can make this thing happen. So some of my key influences that I like to look at online are people in my field in the network marketing space, guys like Holton Bugs, David Emonetier. Then of course I like to look at moguls that everybody knows of, the Diddy's, the DJ Khaled's, right? Kobe Bryant is one of my biggest influences of all time, not because of his skill set, but because of his dedication and commitment to the game. I'm one of Kobe Bryant's biggest fans, but I've never watched him play a whole game. But I study his practice principles on YouTube, all the time. I study his interviews all the time, because his tenacity and the way he applied his practice habits to the game made him one of the greatest of all time. Rich movement started last summer, back in 2017, summer 2017. I was walking through a grocery store, and as I'm checking out of at the counter, I see an older lady, and she had to be 70 plus years old, and I'm thinking like, why she isn't retired yet? But what I realized, most people that retire, they have to go back and get jobs because retirement just doesn't pay enough. So that's when I created the whole Retire Rich campaign, also retiring early. And I'm trying to empower millennials to show them that they can take that route and have success the non-traditional way by not settling for just a job. I definitely feel creative space is important to have in your home. And the reason why is because your environment is everything. Your environment is one of the factors that firms up your belief level, right? So people have vision boards, but it's also great to have a vision environment. So this is my creative space. As you can look around, all you see is words, words, and words, because words are seeds and they plant life or death. So in this area, I have nothing but words, because every single time I see these words, my belief is firmed up like, hey, I can do it. I can succeed. I can make it happen. Even when, life is punching me in my face. I have the words behind me, and I can read these words every single day. I have my sticky notes here of notes I take, and then my things about just life principles back on my wall, and that's what keeps me going. I sit here every single day for hours throughout the day. I'm not in my couch, I'm not on my bed. I sit here. That's why I don't have a TV in my crib. Any advice I can give to entrepreneurs or young influencers is to believe big, right? You have to believe big in what it is that you're truly doing, because the belief is going to create the activity that you need to be successful, and the activity is going to ultimately create the results, right? So belief plus action equals results. So every single day you got to believe in what you're truly doing and go out there and take the proper action so you can get the results that you desire.